Alright, welcome to Just Magic the Gathering. I was just getting logged in for the day and I didn't realize, I guess, Strixhaven released. So, uh, yesterday was the end and I didn't actually work through the end of my one. I should have been paying a little bit more attention, as yeah, I could have actually worked the end of my main ring or whatever. Blue or green, green or blue, white or black. So they'll give me the 3 complimentary packs for the release of the season and looks like 2 of the lands. That's interesting. Normally most sets I think only come with 1 land type, or I know they have multiples. And the weekly's up. So what did I want to do? What was the weekly looking like? Is it jump in? Sounds interesting enough. Spellcraft or... I mean, green or blue was my objective. Or at least one of them. Field trip versus aesthetics. Quandrix. I don't necessarily know which one's going to be the better pairing. Flip coin and roll with it. At a certain point, I probably should maybe looked at my overall deck to see what I'm looking at, but it really doesn't matter because I can't think with it much. So, let's see how it goes. Almost entirely green. So, I'm like hoping to get to some blue. Don't necessarily have a lot of options here. Gain 1 life. Looks like we might be playing basically the same thing. So for 3 he can get +2 but +2 until end of turn. So, not sure if that might have been the best use of my mana there. He's playing black-green. As a 3/4, when it enters prepared. This creature enters prepared. Whenever this creature attacks, if you control 8 or more lands, this creature becomes prepared. What is prepared to? You may cast a copy of this spell. Doing so unprepares it. So interestingly enough, he can copy it. Assuming that's what this is. No, that's a different card. How did he get regrowth? Not quite sure there. So I could take out his Mindful one, but that doesn't really do me a lot of good. Target creature with flying. Whenever you cast a spell, if the amount of mana you spent is greater than this creature's power or toughness, put a +1/+1 counter on it. I should be keeping a clip on this, or maybe just looking to run my grind. Go to my token deck. The midweek. Without getting into blue, I'm pretty tight. So she enters prepared. Exile a card from your graveyard, she becomes prepared. This is prepared, you may cast a copy of its spell. So the sorcery is what they can copy. So if I did like the +10/+10 and clobbered it, I'm pretty sure they'd lose their preparedness. Which one of these would I rather kill? Oh, that was stupid. Oops. Wait, that just makes me want to dip. Whoops. That got me nothing. They can return the one from their graveyard. Going back to like if I can't get into blue, I'm just half tempted to dip. And so these actually have to be from the newer set, and they're trying to like encourage people to play from the newer set. Because like all of these are the new set. Maybe mulligan or have the right lands to start with? I don't know. It's just questioning canceling the recording and trying again. Floundering is part of the game, I guess, though. Or learning a deck always has its curves. There we go. At least I have the land to do what I want. Target creature gets... Tap target creature, put twice X stun counters on them. So for one, I can get you out prepared. Which allows me to go for a basic land card. So here on 2, I think I'll actually do that. And go for a second forest. So, unlike the other ones, this can't like re-prepare. The stun counters on him does me no good. When it enters, you gain 2 life. Target creature gets... Don't really have a lot of options. I guess almost play the slow game, though. As a sorcery... So now I can almost do more for my X's. Target player gains X life. I've spent 3. Is he going to counter it? Not necessarily a fair stance on... Is somebody got a free win, I got a free win, I don't know. There isn't as much, I guess, skin in this game. I definitely didn't think that was my game. I got a rare out of the deal from the Spider-Man set. Spider Boar Hero. When it enters, you get to create a food token, and all other spider boars, bats, bears, birds, cats, dogs, frogs, jackals, lizards, mice, otters, rabbits, raccoons, rats, squirrels, turtles, and wolves get +1/+1. So for 2, you get a 2/2 that buffs basically everything else. Just wondering, I've given it another go. It should be working my rings nicely. And I don't like it as much. I need to basically draw into 1 more mana. It's a little bit reactionary, but blue tends to be reactionary. So whenever things leave his graveyard, they become prepared. As a 2/3, I was almost wondering about being able to counter whatever he's up to here. Depending on what he's looking to do, I'm almost assuming he's looking to burn his mana. Since there's not much I can do until... Whenever he becomes prepared, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. So as a 3, I can mana ramp. That is interesting. +0, +10. I mean, doesn't seem the greatest. But it works better for an overpowered creature. Creatures you control with +1/+1 counters on them have trample. That actually looks like it would be a good match for my lifelink deck. Or not my lifelink deck, my landfall deck. I'm assuming what he's up to here. He has the 4 mana. Is he gonna try to buff it? was thinking I could... I can still... Oh, it's white. He can probably do a void. Deals 5 damage and exiles. And the increment is if the amount of mana you spent is greater than this creature's power. So I should have actually done like my infirmary healer and then my other one. Because now my infirmary healer won't actually cause it to increment. Has menace. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. When this creature dies, if it had counters on it, put it on to up to 1 target creature. Interesting. So here I could do the... almost both. Return up to non-permanent owner's hand. An online permanent to its owner's hand. Search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield. That will cause it to increment, so will this one though. And that'll be that. Keep a clip on it. So it enters prepared. Yeah, I obviously haven't looked much at any of the new cards, or this is probably a good introduction in some ways for me. Exile this card from your graveyard. And it gains vigilance until end of turn. Return 1 target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Search your library for a basic land card. So, if I do max, I think I could have actually gone one more. You can't counter. Sure. I think I actually want the land. So when this enters, I basically can do the 3/3, and then I can start putting +1/+1 counters on it. Just passed, which is a little odd. As the 3/1, as the 5, I can get it to increment. Alright. Not looking too shabby. As a 2/3, it's a 3/4. Surprised he's not actually going to double block. He could have... I don't know, he had a couple options. At this point, I think that's probably my game. Draw a card, each player loses 1 life. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcerer spell that targets a creature, exile up to 1 target creature, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Yeah, probably the board isn't the best place to try and learn some of the cards or mechanics. But either way, I got 2 rare cards just from having done the midweek. A rare out of Bloomburrow, Offspring. Add 1 mana of any color, so for 2 you get a 2/2 that's mana ramp, or for 4 you get 2 mana ramps and the tap to put a counter on this creature. I went up against this card the other day. It's in a way questioning just going for my last one, the cosmetic, and calling it good. I don't know. At a certain point I'm probably good to be done. I was just kind of on a break here from some coding. Strixhaven. So, yeah. And I still have the 3 packs I can open here. In a way, I was questioning, like, did I want to maybe spend 3 more packs and finish out my ring? Or, I don't know. I haven't really looked at it or evaluated the pass, because ultimately I will probably be looking at getting the pass here soon-ish. I don't know. I didn't work the coins or the gems I needed in order to get this pass for free. I was already kind of ho-humming what to do here. Either way, happy to call it for now and look forward to doing some magic in the future.